Okay, so you need two things in front of you. First, you need this probability stations recording sheet, and then you need to have the slideshow open to slide 17, but I went and made y'all's just Tuesday, so get to where you can see the 2 yellow, 1 blue, and 2 green square tiles. All right, so for station 1, we have color cubes, okay, and there are 5 of them total. Okay, so I want you to write 5. What is the probability of drawing a green? So we're going to make a probability statement. You're going to write P, the probability of green, and that equals. Okay, so the probability of drawing a green, there are 2 greens out of 5. Okay, so 2/5. We can't simplify that. It would just be 2 out of 5. You could also say this as 40%. Okay. The probability of not drawing green, so the probability of no green. Okay, so colors other than green would be yellow and blue, and those are 3 out of 5, and 3 out of 5 is equal to 60%. So what do you notice? Well, you should notice that 2/5 plus 3/5 is equal to 1, and that 1 will represent 100%, because 40 and 60 will also give you 100%. All right, let's move on to the next slide. So looking at the next slide, you should see pattern blocks. Okay, if we count the number of pattern blocks in station 2 so that we have a total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 pattern blocks total. What is the probability of drawing a trapezoid? So the probability of drawing a trapezoid, and yes, you have to write this probability statement. So there are 3 trapezoids out of 10, or we can write that as 30%. Okay? What is the probability of not drawing a trapezoid? Probability of not drawing a trapezoid. So that would be everything else in those pattern blocks other than a trapezoid. So that should be 7 out of 10 or 70%. And what do you notice? Well, 3/10 plus 7/10 is equal to 1. 1 represents 100%. Is 30%, and 70% equal 100%. So the probability of drawing a trapezoid, this would be our simple event, and this would be the complement, because the complement is the likelihood of that event not happening. All right, for the spinner, we have 5 sections to the spinner. Okay, what is the probability of spinning a red? That red looks kind of pinkish to me, but whatever. The probability of spinning a red is 1 out of 5. Or 20%, and the probability of not spinning a red, so all the other colors besides red, would be 4 out of 5, or 80%. And by now, hopefully, we figured out what we noticed. 1/5 plus 4/5 is equal to 5/5, or 1. And 1 represents 100%. So when we put the simple event and the complement together, we should get 1. Okay, let's look at, all right, this last slide is having us look at dice, and it's a regular number cube, so it's going to have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We want the probability of a composite number. Well, if I look at my outcomes, 4 and 6 are composite, so that is 2 out of 6, okay, or 1/3. I can simplify that, so I can simplify it to 1/3. I have a 1 in 3 chance of pulling or rolling a composite number. The probability of not composite would be 4 out of 6, rolling a non-composite number. And that could simplify to 2 out of 3. What do you notice? Well, 1/3 plus 2/3 is equal to 3/3, which is equal to 1. So my simple event and its complement should add up to be 1. Okay, and again, 1 represents 100%. Okay, for the last part of it where it says the final checkpoint and teacher approval, you do not have to worry about this because this is supposed to be class activity and we are doing it by video. Go ahead and put this in your notebook and update your divider.